Hey guys, so it's been about 2 years since I last destroyed a vintage Mac on this channel, and it's been a little while since I last destroyed an Apple product on my channel. And so to appease my Apple product destruction fetish, let's destroy another Apple product. Today on this episode, we're destroying the Apple iBook G3 Snow. Sure, it's not as interesting as the clamshell, but I couldn't buy a clamshell for as cheap as I bought this iBook G3 Snow for. I got this iBook G3 Snow as a winning bid of £5 on eBay, whereas iBook G3 Snows still go for over £100 on eBay. Pretty expensive for something to just destroy. While I may not be the first person to destroy an iBook G3 Snow, I still think that this iBook G3 Snow will be pretty interesting to destroy. Especially after I destroyed that iBook G4 over 2 years ago back in May 2018. And that video now has over 1k views on my channel. Not as popular as some of the videos, but still a lot of views, and so I want those views again. Possibly the longest upload I've ever done. 2018, Daniel. Are you sure about that? This video is probably going to be pretty long. Also, I'm not destroying a perfectly working iBook G3 Snow. This thing was falling apart as I was trying to repair it, so I'm pretty sure this thing is useless. And so therefore I'm just going to destroy it. And so with that, let's get on with it. One thing I have noticed about this iBook is that the keyboard smells and looks like trash. And so therefore, I need to disinfect this iBook. Disgusting! Disinfect! I thought this would be way more effective than just this. Alright, that's pretty anticlimactic. I thought that would be a funnier joke. I kind of regret doing that skit. At least I can stand the smell of the keyboard now, but let's quit stalling and let's get into the drop test. Chest height, 3 feet, open, bottom side, 3, 2, 1. I'll test this iBook after I'm done with the heights, so after 3 feet, back, side, and bottom, I guess. Then I'll test it, and then we do 6 feet, and then the ludicrous drop test. That's when I'll test it. So far, this iBook's looking pretty good. Nothing new happened. I can't see a crack in the screen, and nothing new happened to the bottom. I did take out the battery as I don't want to die of battery fumes from a laptop. It's a lot more than just a phone, so... 3 feet, side drop, 3, 2, 1. Looking at the overall damages, I don't see anything new that happened to this iBook. There's no cracked screen, I don't see any cracks in the casing. Here's the corner where it landed on, I don't see anything new there. Just the same edge that it's always been. 3 feet, bottom, 3, 2, 1. That's the typical mud at the top. How's the iBook looking? From what I can tell, there are no cracks in the LCD. Nothing new happened to the keyboard. All I can smell is just the strong disinfectant spray. I don't know why I decided that was a good idea. So in 3, 2, 1. That hard drive does not sound healthy. I want to say it didn't pass, but the hard drive was already failing, so it technically passed. Moving things up to about 5 or 6 feet. In 3, 2, 1. Stupid iBook coming back at my new iPhone XR. On a real note though, I don't see anything different. Although I do want to go plug this thing in and make sure it still works. Keyboard is not really coming out all that much, and well, the casing is popping out slightly, but we can just pop that back in. I don't see anything new. And now 5 or 6 feet, I don't know how high this is. In 3, 2, 1. Why? Why? I'm gonna have to do that drop again. 3, 2, 1. DVD drive popped out. Oh, that's the actual bezel for the DVD drive. We pop that back in. No, I can't pop that back in. That's permanently out now. Other than that, I don't see any breakages to the display. I mean, the overall iBook looks pretty good for what it's just been through. I feel like I should do one more drop on this thing. This will most likely break the display, but we're gonna do a drop like this from about 4 feet in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so from what I can feel, the hinge feels not right at all. There's a lot of scuffing and mud up here, and this like entire bezel's like cracking apart now. Ooh, that might be a problem. I mean, other than that, this iBook looks good for what it's just been through. And I don't see any breakages in that LCD. Will it still power on is the question. So in 3, 2, 1... I mean, it's still functional, but you definitely wouldn't want to use this as your main computer. And now that that's all over, I think I want to get into doing something else with this iBook G3 Snow. So these iBooks are so horribly out of date to the point where I am now going to update this thing to modern 2021 Mac standards. So first of all, this DVD drive nobody uses, so we're just going to put a hammer in there. We're just going to bring the DVD drive right out. This is a nice DVD drive. So as you can see, this is what we call a DVD drive. Now this DVD drive is so nice, we're going to have to get rid of that. Just going to get rid of that. And now we have no more DVD drive. Now here's a thing that we call ports. So screw the port. There we go. And now we fixed another problem on this iBook. This was one of my worst ideas. No, look, it filled in the ports. It turned it into a 2021 Mac. Now it doesn't feel so outdated anymore. I have had a lot of fun this afternoon durability testing this iBook G3 Snow and revisiting what I did over 2 years ago. But if I'm honest, I want some bedroom space back from where I've been storing this iBook. It's that foldable Microsoft keyboard. This is not as satisfying as what I thought it would be. Is the iBook G3 Snow waterproof? I don't think it's waterproof. Putting the screen in there was one of my massive mistakes. It's clean now. I should not have done that. You know what? It's been fun, but enough of the games. Let's completely destroy it. Let's go again! Now as you can see, I have access to hard drive. So instead of following the official iFixit method, which takes over an hour to complete, you could just break it open and look, here's the hard drive. We might need to do some more work to this. 30GB, that'll store a lot of your interesting files. Format! There's one final test now for this iBook G3 Snow needs to pass. It passed the destruction perfectly fine, but I think since we recently hit 2K subscribers on this channel, I think there's one more test. What happens if my computer lights on fire? This is by far the dumbest test of this video. In 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the iBook G3 Snow. And so on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! I would throw this, but there's still water dripping, and I want to throw this thing away, melted together, just because it's easier for me.